we're here today in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. It is the middle of India's biggest heat wave in a very, very, very long time. I've seen people falling over, people struggling with the heat. Yeah, it hasn't been easy for them. So I'm not gonna go out and push myself too hard today. I'm just gonna try and see what I can find, get some food, and handle this heat wave. Oh, police are coming. I gotta get away the police. The other guys back here making parotas. Josie's just bought a couple of them, a couple of these parotas here. We're gonna go try and find a space to have them, but I think it would be advantageous and smart to find a drink before we eat this, just in case, because there was a bit of a language barrier there, and I don't know if it's gonna be spicy or not, but it looks delicious. One thing Chennai is famous for is their filter coffee, which every time you search what to eat in Chennai, what to have in Chennai, it's just filter coffee, filter coffee. So hopefully you like coffee if you come to Chennai, because that's what you're going to be told to try. So we're going to get some of that to have with this parota. Parota, right? Yeah. With the parota. I think you stumbled across a place here for some filtered coffee. It's called Coffee House, so you hope it has it. Check it out. That's awesome. So far the first place we've come to eat outside, we can't eat outside, I don't think. We're gonna have to go find somewhere else to eat this food, because maybe we need to learn the word for no in Tamil. Figure that out.
I know it, but I forget.
We haven't been left alone just yet. Unfortunately, with India, if you feed one person, you have to feed 100 people who come out of the woodworks, and we've learned that lesson in the past. So I wish you could help everyone, but it's not realistic, is it, you know? Anyway, let's try this filter coffee. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna have my first sip. It's gonna be too hot, but whatever, I'll give it a go. Oh, it's actually really good. It's really, really, really nice. Very good. I could do that. I could do that like in the mornings rather than, I like that more than Starbucks. I like this more than Starbucks, but I like sweet coffee, that's probably why. We're on this little roadside stall here. This on the side of the road in Chennai. A massive mall across the road, and then these little traditional or like existing shops here on the side, which is pretty cool. Behind me here is, I don't know what I thought. I just thought big truck, whatever, it's India, but you can see there it says water. So I'm assuming these guys get like their water for washing dishes and for drinking water. I guess it gets delivered. It makes total sense, because you can't use the water in the taps, right? You can't use the plumbing. So there it is, and this big hose. That's cool. Right, we'll find a place, whoa, now to have this parota, but this looks like, it's like a little police stand, and someone's pulling all of these, like, it looks like impounded scooters maybe. People who've been like, had their scooters taken off them today, and they're being parked here at the traffic police station. I guess they come back and pay their fine and get their scooters back. Probably for driving without a helmet. I've noticed that in Chennai, everyone has a helmet, pretty much. And I saw police pulling people over who weren't wearing their helmet, which is actually awesome. It's actually really good. All right, I think we'll have a space here to eat. Yeah, it's probably the best spot here, out of the busyness to eat, and then we can go check out a temple maybe. I'll try this bread now. You can see the parota. There's still more of yours. I know, you just kind of started giving my camera back to me. And oh, I'll have this and then we'll share the last one. All right. So I'll give it a go. It feels, can something feel tasty? It feels tasty. Let's give it a go. It's kind of chewy. It's kind of chewy, but I really, really, really like it. It would be nice something to dip it in, but when Josie asked if this was spicy, he didn't give an answer, which means yes.
No, he said the red one was spicy. I said this one, and he starts putting it in this one. Yeah. You should try it with it. I'm happy just to have. I'm just happy just to have the parota by itself. I don't really want anything else. I just want to eat that. All right. Okay, let's find ourselves a rickshaw and check out this temple before the sun goes down. Hopefully get to the beach before the sun goes down as well. I have to wait.
Waiting. I'm waiting. After we're waiting.
Oh, customer waiting.
Oh, customer waiting.
Okay, we'll go up.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So finally in the rickshaw. Took the auto. It took a while. It took about 4 or 5 people to bargain with. Some people just decided they didn't want to drive this afternoon. Others were charging pretty ridiculous costs to do so, but we're finally in the auto on our way. I'm really looking forward to see this. This is one of the main things I wanted to see in Tamil Nadu, is the beautiful architecture. We've seen a similar one in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
It's like a similar sort of temple style, and it's like quite intricate with the ornaments and the little characters and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to seeing it. One thing that I will say I've noticed about Chennai is it reminds you, when you look at it, as maybe somewhere further north, in the infrastructure and the busyness and the chaos. Kochi was a lot calmer and slower paced than this, or not so built up and not so like on the go all the time. But it feels really chaotic and hectic here. But the people don't feel like the same in the north, whereas the people feel as chaotic and rushed and as sort of abrasive in the north as the city looks. But here it's like one of those chaotic, busy cities, but with like cool, calm and collected people that are just, you know, going about their day. It's kind of a cool place to be. As we get a bit closer, we definitely won't be able to go into this temple. There's some really, really strict dress codes. So if you're seeing this and you're considering coming to the temple in the future, thank you so much.
Okay.
You will have a pretty hectic dress code to get into it. So we're just going to admire the architecture from the outside.
Yeah.
Walk down that way. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. You got it? Which way? This way?
Okay, sorry.
This way?
This way?
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thank you.
So as I said, we won't be able to get into this place, but we can appreciate it from the outside. But along this walkway here, there's like a lot of markets with fruit, so we might come back out. I see dark grapes. I haven't had dark grapes in a long time. They're my favorite. But there's like shops. It's like a whole market in front of this place. This is the biggest temple in the area, so that would explain it. You can see that you can buy things here for offerings or just for whatever you need to take into the temple. But the architecture is absolutely beautiful. It's incredible. No, it's up here. Yeah, there's just something happening. So you can see the beautiful architecture. I wish I could get a bit closer. I might try and get a closer shot for you. But it's stunning. I think this sort of Tamil architecture of it's a Hindu temple is pretty incredible to me. I love the way this looks, and the first time I saw one in Kuala Lumpur was like, I don't know, a little bit of the big moment, because it was one of the first places I travelled outside of Australia, and it gave me a different look, or my first look into Indian culture anyway. I think it's absolutely stunning. So this street is just absolutely filled with fruit and vegetables, and then you can just turn around and see the influence right here. So cool, absolutely so cool. And what I find interesting is there's like little party holes here that have like globes in them, like I guess people's faces come out to there. But this street's awesome. It's full of people, it's full of life. This is I think like the local part of Chennai that we haven't really seen yet. Hey, there's a chai shop over there. Do you want a chai?
Yes.
Let's get a chai.
Thank you. Oh, that's good.
So we've got 2 chais, and we've got some biscuits with the chai as well, because chai is better when you dip a biscuit in it. I didn't get the footage because Josie got in my way, but this guy is a chai wizard. I'll try and get the footage from Josie's vlog and give it to you. But look at this behind me. How cool is that? I guess it's part of your everyday life. It's part of your everyday life in this area to have religion at your center, and it's at the center of the community, and yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. That'll all light up too when it gets nicer. Okay, let's give the chai well. It's actually not too hot. It's like the perfect temperature.
Yeah.
He's killed it off the bat. Biscuits are real good. That's good. Oh yeah. Love it. This might be one of the best ones I've had.
Ooh.
Honestly. Oh, I'm glad we tried the biscuits. Yeah. Because now it's like, I always see these biscuits at the chai shops and I never like know which ones are going to be good. Now I have an idea of which one's good. I'm going to start getting them with chai, I think. So these are the biscuits you get that you can dip. Highly encourage you to do that. This makes the chai experience so much better. We're going to find a tuk-tuk somewhere that will take us to Lighthouse Beach. To Chennai Lighthouse. Delicious, let's go. As we leave now, this is just a constant street of fruit and veg, and to be honest, I'm pretty dehydrated because we're in, as I said, India's like biggest heat wave in a couple of years. It's like 40 degrees, feels like, well, it's cooling down now, but I'm super dehydrated, and I think I should have got some fruit. Hopefully there's some by the beach we're going to now, or a fruit juice or something like that. Maybe a coconut juice would be nice, but I am so dehydrated. It's just tough. I can't imagine what it's like for older people here or people with illnesses all around the country just dealing with this heat, and knowing that a lot of people don't have air conditioning to go to or have to work outside. Like, if it gets really hot, I can just go back to my hotel and chill out in the aircon. People have to work in these conditions. It's really, really tough. So if you're from India, good on you for sticking through this, and if you're not, it's not easy right now, I'll tell you that. But this guy's a legend. Good price off the bat. We love that. What I find interesting is that with every city it's the same. We always find this. I know Josie's the same. You leave the tourist area or the built up area or the malls area and you get into the streets and the city's infinitely better straight away, and you have a better affinity, a better feeling for it. And I was like 50-50 on Chennai for the last couple of days that we've been here, but we've instantly come to this part of the city and I like it. It's a cool vibe. I really, really like it here. This guy's an absolute legend. He's like stopping to let us look at tourist sites on the way, and he's not expecting anything extra. I think we're going to give him a little bit extra. I think it's worth it. And it's like probably one of the very first super honest tuk-tuk drivers who come across. We'll give him a little bit more. So we're here at the Chennai Lighthouse. Someone who knows Josie from YouTube, can't wait to say hello to her. They did want a photo with me as well, which is about a 1% occurrence. So it doesn't bother me. I don't really like being in photos, but you can kind of see it there behind me. What's significant about it is that obviously this is a beach like town, or it's a long coastal beach of about 14 kilometers, but this lighthouse is over like 160 or 170 years old, which is pretty crazy. Maybe even 180. I always equate everything to like the year 2000, but we're 2023 now, so it's 180 years old, this lighthouse, which is pretty insane. Anyway, let's find the beach, get something to eat. I need a coconut or something like that because I am sweating bullets. So this is Lighthouse Beach at Chennai anyway, with the big lighthouse behind us. So look, it's hard to impress an Aussie with a beach, but it's pretty big and it's pretty lively, and there's like fairground games and things. Oh, they've got like full-on like shaved ice and ice blocks back there.
Yes. We're
gonna go have an ice block to beat this heat. But you can see all the locals down here laying on the beach, chilling on the beach and getting the sea breeze. I must admit, it's probably the first time of the day where I felt a constant cooler breeze in comparison to earlier where it's just sweltering. So this is definitely the place to be, and that's why it looks like half of the city's down here. But it looks like about like an 800-meter walk to the actual water. It's a long way.
Kilometer.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. I'm excited to get stuck into whatever that is over there, all the fairground rides and the stuff like that. I kind of like that about Asia and Southeast Asia, is that like everywhere people gather, there's stuff to do. Whereas in Australia, it's not really like that. It's kind of like you gather to do this thing, then get in your car and drive to do the other thing. But everything's convenient when you need it in somewhere like India, especially here. This beach is pretty packed. Interesting point, we're on the east coast as opposed to Kochi and opposed to Goa and previous places which have been on the west coast, meaning that this is a sunrise beach, not a sunset beach, which is the same as Australia, or no, not the same as Australia. Australia has a west coast, but where we live in Australia is on the east coast, so we never get to see sunsets, which is why they're impressive to us. But sunrises, we don't see them either because we don't get up, but they're there in the morning. So this is facing the same way as Australia.
Right.
If you looked in that direction, that'd be Australia.
Oh, look at the building.
Oh, cool. And there's like street art and stuff on them. And there's the lighthouse behind you. Oh, it's old school. You can see the old school bulb at the top. Oh, you can't see it on the GoPro. It's like the old school sort of like light bulb in the lighthouse that you see from the movies. And all the boats down here. This is actually cool. This is a bit of a vibe. What I've just seen here, which is awesome. It's so good, no matter where you are in the world, to see animals treated the right way. The police are down here now at the beach. We just thought it was other horse guys like selling horse rides, but it's actually police, and they're in like the shallow parts of the water with their horses, which we know horses love that sort of stuff. And it's so hot that you want to get your horses out of the heat, right? Go this way, Josie, and walk up through everything. So the horses are down here on the beach getting a bit of a cool off as well, like all the people, which is good, rather than just keeping them cooped up where they're, you know, gonna get hot and sweaty. Through this walkway here, I've got to say, it's hard slog walking in the sand in this heat. And the further away we walk away from the beach, which is back there, the hotter it gets. But oh, it looks like maybe once upon a time this was amazing, but there's actually quite a lot of broken down and burnt out stalls, which is kind of sad. But let's go try and find some open ones. I'm eyeing off that ice gola.
Oh, let's go over there.
Let's go try it out. Let's go up to the main street and walk, because then we're not...
Is it on the sand?
No, you can go from both sides.
Okay, we'll go up.
That way we're not struggling through quicksand to get everywhere. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Awesome. I cannot wait to have that. Absolutely need it today. I've seen these Gola sodas everywhere before. Goli soda. I don't know what they are, but I've seen them everywhere. Cool. Let's give it a go.
How much is it? For
40.
For the blue caraco as well?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. The blue caraco? No?
Yeah. So is it 40 for the two?
140, yeah.
140.
Okay. Give me just more quickly.
Where's mine?
I don't know. That's it. Thank you, brother. Is there one more?
My blue caraco?
Is it in there? Ah, okay. We'll share it. We'll share it.
And the ice cream?
That is it. That is it.
But I want my drink.
Ah.
I want this one.
No, that's the flavour you got for your icebox.
Oh, it's a flavour. Okay, all right, thank you.
Cheers.
All right, okay, so we chose the flavour, not the actual drink. Right, I think I get it now. Okay.
Big language barrier there. We just ended up with assembly. That's okay. We'll get an ice block from the Walls guy as well, and an ice block from him, and have that too. But let's get tucked into this. Ooh, it kind of looks cool, and it looks like you drink it as well after you're done with it. Let's find a empty spot on this walkway, maybe just here. We have the iced Gola here with blue caracal in it now, as well as the other flavors. Oh, so it is. It's stuck to it already. He just like made that out of smashed up ice.
Oh, it's gonna stain you.
Yeah, you just suck on it basically, and I can taste the blue caracal. It's ruined the flavor. That's what you do. So you have to lean forward when you have it, but you like suck the flavor out of the ice and put the ice back in, and it soaks more flavor up. It's actually really refreshing. Super refreshing. And you get more flavor. That's cool. All right, so we'll head off now. Chennai's been pretty great. I have to turn this off before it goes dark because this camera doesn't do well in the dark, but I've got my ice goalie. I've explored this wonderful city, seen the amazing beach and the cool people in this place. So I've enjoyed Chennai, and I think you would too if you came here. See ya.